Hi everybody, Mature Simmer here. So we're here for the Farmers Insurance Open at Torrey Pines South Course. Lots of extra benefits from our pre-tournament activities and our previous interview. So if we were to ever be set up as good as we could be, this would be it. So you can see I've gotten my VC up to 16,500 almost. Some of that has been because I've hit some big quests like 1,000 greens in regulation and stuff. You know, I think there's 2,000 greens in regulation will get me like 900 more VC. That's potentially helpful because there are clubs I can get, but also if I start working on the other archetypes, I will need VC there, and you can use up quite a bit putting things on skill points and so forth. So that is the reality, but we're getting a little bit off target here. We are here to play this week's event, and the target is the same as always, and probably the same as it always will be. We want to win. We want to do as best we can. We'd love to walk away with first place in any event that we show our face at. Before I get going, just will make the request, if you enjoy what you see here, please like and subscribe, and come on back. So let's jump in and see what we can do. Alright, wind is low, green and fairways are normal, and green speed is medium. So that is, I think, will be better. The fast speeds on the green in Pinehurst were difficult, to say the least. So a big part of what I'd love to do here as well is to improve my following, get a lot more fans, but that requires some really good play. Alright, so unfortunately we didn't pick a rival before I went in. It won't let me do that now, so just be aware of that. My only option here, as you can see, is to withdraw, which I don't want to do. So we'll have plenty of other times to deal with rivals and so forth. So, next event. Alright. Bright. Not a cloudless sky, but it's a nice bright blue sky here. I'm going to back this off, and we're going to hit a little bit softer. Alright, 96, but not great. Not great and straight, but we're on. Alright, I think just good and straight will be good enough. Oh my goodness. It was fine until like the last 10 feet. That's awful. Those hurt. Okay. Alright, so we'll see if this ends up being any better than Pinehurst. The pink ball helps. As I figured, a colored ball would make things very different. I don't want to go too far. I didn't. I think that was well played from where we were. A little bit downhill. Oh my. It moves so much on the downhills. It is amazing to me. Alright. So yeah, without a rival, it's just a tournament, right? It's just fine. Alright, this was one of our practice holes. I did go back 2 here, and I think I will do the same. Alright, we did still hit 100. That actually worked okay, maybe, if it ever stops rolling. Alright, long way. Up the hill, and oh my goodness. I don't know how much closer I could have gotten. Alright. I'd like a few birdies. I'd like a little cushion. Nobody's, I'm not distancing myself from anybody. I guess the good news is nobody's under par. But the other thing in the first round that we always run into is, you know, people haven't left the clubhouse yet either. So we've kind of got to be aware of that. Alright, we're gonna kind of, ooh. The lie hurts me. Alright. Just want good, solid greens in regulation. Good, solid putts. It's still gonna go. Wow, and that rolled off all the way. Go over a bit more. Come on. Alright. I mean, everyone is off, as you can see. That's on the scoreboard. Everybody's lower. So I think usually it's a little bit more deceiving when I'm not at the top of the leaderboard. Because it's like I was 70th or something in the first round in Torrey Pines, and then it was like, well, or not Torrey Pines, Pinehurst. This is Torrey Pines. And it's like, well, was I really that bad? Ah! That's always the danger. That's terrible. Well, now we're not going to be in the running any... Oh, moy. Moy? I can't even speak. I'm so flustered. Alright, how bad? A double? I think it's a double bogey. 142nd. But again, now you see there's a lot of people that haven't left and they're tied for first, because technically they are, but... What was that? Oh my god, was that an open shot? What was that, like flustered swing? I've never been that bad. Holy moly. Okay. Something weird is going on. Like, this should not be playing this way. That's going to be in the bunker. Yeah. Oh, great. I'm always worried about, you know, not hitting it too hard. And then I always end up short. Alright, that far away, it's really hard. Again, that's another double bogey, so really solid start, and then just went in the toilet. Will Zalatoris, the one we beat last time. But if we were fighting him this time, it wouldn't be so good. Yeah, I don't think that this course is going to allow me to shoot 20 over and still make the cut by the end of tomorrow, so I better stop. Alright, decent and straight. Probably pretty straight on. Come back a bit. Alright. He seemed pretty sure of himself, but sometimes that can be deceiving. Wow, so going up one stroke just moves me up 4 spots, so... And again, this is a field of 156, so if I'm at 144, that is not a good thing. This may be too far. Yep. I should have not second guessed. And I did it again. What is happening? Yeah, this is how you lose tournaments. There's nothing more to it than that. This is how you lose tournaments. So let's try to pull things to... Oh my gosh. Pulling things together is not what I am doing here. Alright. Do not want to hit the edge. We should be fine with a 4-iron. Alright, well, at least we stayed out of the bunker. Okay, it's telling me I get the full distance out of there. Seems unlikely, but we did. It was a good try. All right, par. And again, all is not lost yet, but it's getting close. Again, if I do another 5 over on the back 9 to go with the 5 over on the front 9, it's not going to bode well. That should be a good direction-wise. A little bit. Just stop. Like it's a little bit challenging, that's for sure. See, the challenge is when you're that far, and then you're not getting birdies, and you're just getting pars, and so it's just hard to catch up. Oof. Almost too far over, but it fell. 147. Again, we'll probably move up a good amount. Wow. This is a wood. That's not a wood. Alright, we're gonna aim over here. And we will let it ride. So there was no way to really pull that back enough. Alright. It's about the best we can do. It's hard to get a shorter flop than that. Alright. Not dropping a stroke on a par 3. That's a victory in itself sometimes. Huh. Not quite as far as we'd have liked. Alright, 1. That's too much. Let's go a little bit further. Okay, that should be okay. Yeah, I'd say that's okay. Maybe a little bit to the left. Yep, it did go a bit. So I think if I hadn't moved, I may have missed. .603. Okay, I need good, solid shots here. Stay in the fairway. Thank you. I mean, there's no way to make this, but, you know, we can carry it pretty nicely. I think that'll work out well. Nice and right in the center. Okay. We're up 19. Do we just go the whole way? I think we do. Alright, I'll take that. I know it's a further roll. it makes it a bit more of a challenging putt. But I think it'll work. Oh. Oh. Wow. Really wasn't going that far. It shouldn't have really jumped the hole, but it happens. Alright, par 4. A little closer to the edge than I'd like, but we are in the center. It's so much easier to see that ball than the white ball. There's just not much to say about it other than that. Ooh, 101, I don't like that, but... Alright, well, you know, you're rolling in the right direction, but alright, I'm like, I don't want to roll too far, so... We down? Yeah, downhill a little bit. So we don't want to overdo it. We did not. That should be a par as well. So 4 over. Like, you know, again, if I could end up with that, that will probably put me in a good spot. I don't know that we're going to be in the same position where everybody was over par by the end, like we were at Pinehurst. I think that's still an anomaly. Might not be, but we'll see. Okay. So basically, alright, we're going to go that way. Are we clear of the trees? I think we were. Alright. That was an important shot. Again, it's a big downhill. Man, I gotta remember it breaks really crazy downhill, because I am getting slaughtered every time. Oh. That's not good. Alright. Well, we did gain some spots still, so people may be struggling. Right now, I think the leader's just 1 under. It's coming back. Ooh, a little off. Don't go too far. Oh, it did. It did. Ah, man. Still not enough. You're on. Last time it didn't move, so I'm like, alright, I'm not going to go as far. Okay, now I dropped 7 with those 2 strokes. Should be in the fairway. 317. Up 17. So we're just gonna raise it a bit. We lost a lot of power on that. And again, we're not on the green. So we're gonna slow it down. What? That slowed down? I think the problem was it was downhill the whole way. Alright, we're still at 137. I don't know if this is one that's drivable in 2. It certainly will not be if I end up in the bunker. I did not. Oh boy. Well, in theory, I should be able to carry this. Theory's a dangerous thing. Alright, well, the rhythm was perfect, so we're not going to be short, but man, that was really close to the water. Whew. I did not like that at all. Okay, it's downhill a good portion of the way. So up, and now it's downhill the rest. Okay. Just being gentle. Alright, we did get a birdie, so that gets us to 7. So let's see. Let's see where we truly end. Again, 156 people, so we want to be at least at 70. Alright, even is the best right now. Okay, 1 over. Well, we're 23rd. So we're 6 strokes back. Not quite as good as we were. We were only 4 strokes back, I think, last time. But, you know, we're within striking distance for certain. And more importantly, we didn't end up, you know, 10 over or something like that. All right, I think that unlocks. I don't know if it's the last piece because I think you can Evo a ball, but I'm not going to use the ball adjustments because they're consumable pieces. Wow, finishing 38th and we lose. So unless you're like, I don't even know, maybe unless you're winning, even if you're in the top 10 or something, we'll see what happens. But man, we cannot hang on to people. We were right around 170,000 at the high water mark, so we'll see. But yeah, so we were tied for 17th in week 3 with 10 over. So this is definitely in a course where everyone is scoring better, because obviously 7 over puts us 6 spots lower than that. So that kind of is all the data we need. But we've got this one taken care of, and I will see you next time.